Shannon with For Humanities. We're going to go live really quickly. Again, thank you guys for being here. And we are late, but it was for a good cause. What I was doing exactly, again, as you know, we're doing history. We're doing the history lesson, and the history lesson right now is the Civil War. So we're looking and reading and learning about, of course, what is oppression, what is liberties, and what is how the North and the South was at war and why. So right now, I have the kids watching some YouTube about slavery and what it was like, and recalling and recanting stories of those who have been cataloged about their stories of slavery and what and how it was looking. So, I had to do sort of an example of it. So we were talking about what was liberties and what was oppression and what is minorities. So trying to give them an understanding of what that actually means in relation to them, and giving them an example of the example that I used is I had a box. And so in order to understand oppression, I kind of smashed on the box because oppression is something that you hold down. You either do it in economically, you do it socially, or you do it definitely um, in a sense of, psychologically. And so, we kind of talked about that. So I had to give them an example. So I said, I held down the box and I said, okay, this box is not named box no more. This box name is seesaw. The box named seesaw, and the box can't do nothing. So then I had to explain to them that just think about when the Emancipation Proclamation came up, and I said, okay, now that you're free. And I said, but seesaw has been on this land for over 60, 85 years. And I said, well, guess what? Now seesaw is free. Seesaw don't know where to go, right? And I said, well, what do you think seesaw did? And it was my grandkids said, well, Seesaw was scared. He didn't know where to go. So I said, yes, that Seesaw had to stay on the plantation and work for the slave owner. So understanding that and explaining it to them in a way that they understood. And of course, yeah, we had a little humor, but they understood exactly what it was. Learning actually the vocabulary of oppression and liberties, and understanding what the contents was about what that meant. So that's why I'm late, just so we know. But hey, y'all, I'm Shannon with For Humanities. And not only do we talk about t-shirts, but again, we talk about cotton too. So now they're looking at cotton and how the slaves were picking cotton, and then they were seeing how, the women would talk about how much cotton they would pick, and said that they would have 300 pounds of cotton, and was very proud about that. But looking at the fact that the subjection of the fact that they were picking this cotton and under the slave owner, to understand how that cotton was picked and how it definitely degrades the fabric of our culture. So, but that's what they're doing. They're learning that. So they're going to learn it in the way that is very relevant to what's going on, and not necessarily the watered down version. So that's what we're doing right now. And it's like little bit, she learning it too. She said, oh, I'm learning eighth grade stuff. And I was like, yeah, because the thing is that what we have to understand is that if we subject our children to not letting them understand or learn things because we think that they're too young, your opportunity and your responsibility is to teach it to them in a way that they understand it. So you can take a big subject matter, but then the way you have broken it down, and you break it down to the language that they speak so that they can understand it. That is the responsibility to us as parents. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you doing? It's good to see you. So we're doing home tutoring right now, homeschooling, home tutoring on history. So right now, I'm sure they're going to end up going to sleep on this one. But the fact of the matter that they're going to listen to it and they're learning. Hey, Hot Cat, they're learning it. So we're learning that right now. And actually, I got my phone so I could see who you guys is. Yes, I'm on break until 9:27. Oh, my phone was dead. Okay, my phone was dead too. Just so we all know, my phone was dead. I was supposed to talk to Sume. Um, oh, potential energy tomorrow, study and fully charged device. Okay, potential energy. So now I got to go in here and do some science real quick. And we got to talk about potential energy and kinetic energy. So for those of you guys who understand what that is, potential. So know, my phone was dead. My phone was dead. Kinetic energy is basically one of the laws of motion of Newton, and it talks about kinetic energy is energy in things that are moving, that are in motion. But then when you talk about potential energy is the potential of it moving. So when you have something that is a pendulum and the pendulum swings, so when the pendulum goes here and is getting ready to come down, that is the potential of the energy. But when it swings in that motion, this is the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is the movement of something, and potential energy is it's starting to move. Hi, Rosalind. How you guys doing? So this is what you get when you go and learn 8th grade science. That's it. Don't come asking me no other stuff, okay? Because I'm just going over what I gotta learn, because in order to teach him and to show him and explain it, I gotta understand all the full modalities of it. So that's what we're in here learning. We're doing science and history all at the same time, because we just gonna throw it all in there and so that they get it. So a little bit learning it too. And so the one thing that they will know and they will understand is that oppression, liberties, and minorities, and understanding the whole concept behind slavery and what that did. So what I had to explain to them is that looking at the fact that not being allowed to learn and to read, and they understand now, you get caught with a book in your hand, what type of effects and what type of problems that will cause. Now, at the same time, have to explain to him and them about the fact of where the education state of a people that we are now, and how some of those disparities and some of those liberties that we did not have is causing some of the same oppressions that are going on now in our culture and in our communities. So what our responsibility is as a people is to teach our children and take them out of that mental bondage of slavery, so that they understand that they have the possibilities and the liberties to be able to learn, and that they do not have to revert back to what has been historically fed and given to them. So that is what my responsibility is. And with that, this is Bright Idea Monday. Bright Idea Monday is education. It is taking the time to teach your children and utilize the tools that have been given to us to be able to do that. If you say you don't have the time, that's fine. Then go get the time. You find somewhere that can do it, that can give them the opportunities and the liberties and options to be able to do it. Then you come in on the sweep up and you wrap it all up. You let it go, and then you stop it and you say, okay, this is what that means. Because at the same time, we have to keep in mind that in order to educate the child's vocabulary has to increase and have to be, under the understanding of knowing what things are. That is what we have to do. We as individuals, our parents, we have to teach the children. And it starts with education and learning what the words that they need to understand to be able to comprehend what it is that's being said to them. But if they don't understand that, then that is where the problem is going to be. Most of the children that you are seeing that are struggling, like how my grandson is due to the fact of comprehension and vocabulary. It's really about vocabulary, and that is what we have to be able to understand. In order to do that, we as their respective adults in the home or what have you, need to be ensuring that we're using said vocabularies so that these children are comfortable with using these vocabularies in their everyday lives, so that they are able to comprehend and verse those statements back in a way that describes what it is that they're doing. So that's what we got for today. Today is Bright Idea Monday. It's Monday, right? Yeah, it's Monday. Because look, I've been in training like all day. And all I've been learning is all about definitely a whole lot of stuff. And all of these strength-based type of thingies. And of course, I'll just be talking to you guys about some of that stuff, because Some of the things that I'll be doing is utilizing a lot of the strength-based accountability that I've talked to you guys about, but learning a little bit more about it and looking at it from a construct of um, dealing at the strength-based stuff and stuff that's dealing with relationships and all of that stuff. There's just so much stuff that's out there. But what it does, it just gives you that some tools so that you can use to be able to help build up families, build up individuals too, and building up adults and giving them that ability to know that they are the strengths in their lives and that they can be the one that makes the difference. So the Bright Idea Monday for today is all about, oh, you said, I drove past 8 young people. Did you? What was they doing? They was just standing there. They should be, oh yeah, they probably should be in bed. But see, that's where that accountability part comes in. When we don't want to hold our children accountable to the fact that they need to have themselves in a certain place at a certain time, they start running amok. And then they have no type of regulatory type of constructs in their lives because they just running everywhere, walking. Yeah, they don't need to be walking right about now. There's too many people getting snatched up. First of all, keep your kids in the house when they supposed to be. It's dark time. Ain't nothing going on good. What your mama used to say, nothing's going on after a certain time of the night. So you probably need to be home because it's dark time. Again, what's that thing when the lights come on, when the street light comes on, you need to be inside. But see, where are the parents? Now, it is highly likely that the parents are not around. That may be the case. Maybe the parents are dealing with some individual things that's making it so that they can't regulate their parenting skills. That's possible. That's where somebody needs to come into the home. People need to be there. You said about 7 to 12. Give me a break. It's 11 p.m. there. Yes, and it's 8 something here. But see, that's too much. Why are they out? They don't need to be there. But see, again, when we are refusing to parent our children because of whatever said things are traumas that we had on in our lives, and we are refusing to like take action on those things because we've taken those traumas that we've dealt with and we done carried them over into adulthood, and we're still trying to regulate and work through them. Then we pass that on to our children, and then now we're not raising our children because we still dealing with some said traumas. And now our children are byproducts of said traumas that we're dealing with. And now we are refusing to put our hands on it because we don't have the tools to be able to do so. So run, tell that. Tell them kids to get in the house. See, me, I'll be calling out the door and say, get in the house. It takes a village. Bright Idea Monday. That's what it is. So we just had to kind of throw some knowledge down real quick. Now it's time to laugh. Okay. So that was all the serious stuff. Let's just, focus on, but that's kind of like what I've been doing in my day, dealing and talking about just more and more learning. Learning is good, considering the fact that we could not learn. Okay. Back in the 1610, when they started talking about when the first slaves started coming over, we weren't allowed to learn. Dare you learn? So what my point is that buck up against the system and go learn as much as you can. I don't care what you learning. Go learn something. Go learn something. So we're going to learn a whole lot. That's what we're going to do. We're going to learn. Now, one thing I will tell you that they're not going to forget that. They're going to understand what oppression and minority and liberties, because of the fact back in 1776 in the North and the South want to be bouncing up on each other, talking about liberties or slavery. Now, of course, that cotton didn't make anything any better either. But the one thing that we will say is that as a people, we definitely need to understand that we need to utilize you need to be sucking up, getting up, eating up every ounce of everything that you can. And if you can't get it fast enough, then take your time and gradually get there. But you still need to get there. And what that means is that we're not going to stop and say, no, it's not for me. Or we're not going to stop and just say, okay, no, I'm not going to do that. You need to do it, and you need to take the time that it needs to get there. Utilize your skills and your strengths based on the fact of what you can do. That's how you do it. No one's saying you have to perform and do at the same pace as someone else. Just the point of the matter is that you're doing it. Take the steps that you need. And I kind of talk about that a lot, is that everyone's not at the same pace. Some people are at different paces, but the fact that you're still moving forward is really what the bottom line is all about, is that you're moving forward to some degree. You didn't just say, you know what, I'm too old for that, or I'm not ready for that. You're going to take your time to get it done, but you're still going to do it. But the time is not procrastination time. It's just you're not jumping out there because you don't know. As you learn and you get better at it, then your speed picks up. You gradually move faster. So that's what we got. That's all I have for you guys for tonight. Today is My Bright Idea Monday. So My Bright Idea Monday today is about learning and opening up your mind to be able to take in more information that is definitely going to benefit you in the long run. So thank you guys. For all of you guys who are over here, hi you guys over there on Periscope. Hey, and then let me go over here on Facebook real quick and see you guys and say hi. So again, for those of you guys who know, I'm Shannon with For Humanities. And tonight we were just kind of sharing a little bit about, what my day was being like. Oh, look at that. We got Coach Dave. Hey, Coach Dave. Oh, you know what, Coach Dave? Let me see if I got the ticker. Practice chat, star comments. I don't know where the ticker is. Right on. It's time to move your feet. That's right, Coach Dave. It's time to move your feet. Remove, edit, you're live. I don't know where it is, Coach Dave. I don't know. I'm going to have to check it out, but I did see it when I turned it on. I did see where he'll put his message up there talking about the ticker, but I don't know where my ticker is. I don't know where my ticker is. Uh-oh. I don't know where my ticker is. If you edit, if I edit a banner. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me edit a banner. So for those of you guys who are just coming in, StreamYard has added these wonderful tools and these handy dandies. And oh, look at that, Coach Dave. See, Coach Dave is the man with the master plan. He gets your products and services in everybody's hands. So let's see, how do I make my ticker work? How do my ticker work? Oh. Hey, look at that. My ticker is working. My ticker is working. My ticker is working. Ticker, ticker, ticker. That's my ticker. Okay, there it is. So Coach Dave, of course, had to tell me what the ticker meant, because I was like, is that the same thing like the thing that goes tick, 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 or, that puts the time on there? So if you want to get yourself a ticker like what we have, join the yard. Go to bit.ly/join the yard. So go to bit.ly/join the yard. Get yourself a StreamYard account. You can use this link right here, okay? Get the bird. Well, don't get the bird. oh, that's so funny. Okay, get your account. Okay. Get your account. Go to bit.ly/join the yard. Get yourself a StreamYard account because it's great. But you see, look at my ticker down there. Look at that. Look, thanks a lot. Look, Coach Dave makes it happen. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Coach Dave, look, all he just said, look, this is where you go to get it. Because I'm like, where is it, Coach Dave? I don't know where it is. But Coach Dave makes it happen. We are all about getting and moving our feet because this is being proactive and this is all about education. Be teachable. That's the bright idea of Monday. Be teachable. Be able to be taught so that you can take in information to learn. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm going to be learning all this week. I'm going to be 5 days in learning. And then after I learn it, then I'm going to take some of that information, apply it to what I do, and then I'll use the rest of it. But don't believe, do not have to go and recreate the wheel. Take the information that you're being taught and then use it to your benefit. Use it to what you're doing. And hey, that's what I'm all down with. I'm going to utilize it and just turn this into some rocket science, and then it's going to be great. So you can put up to 120 characters in the ticker. What? I could put 120 characters in the ticker. So I only probably got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I probably got about 20 right there. So yes, I could put a little bit more. So you could put a sentence, okay? You could put a sentence in the ticker. So that is the ticker, you guys, AKA Coach Dave told me that. That is the ticker. It's the little thing that's right there at the bottom that's scrolling. And if you would like to get yourself a ticker, you can go to get one at StreamYard. So let me just change the color real quick, just so you guys can see. And there it is again. There it is. There it is, the ticker. Oh, that's cool. So it's smart too. It's intuitive. So let's see what blue brings us. Ooh, look at that. So hot pink it is. So there it is, you guys. There's the ticker. So if you would like to get this account, get yourself a StreamYard account, just go here to the yard, bit.ly/join the yard. Get yourself a StreamYard account. You can also, when you get ready to get the paid version, you can just use this link and it gives you $10 credit off of your account. So go ahead and get it. And look at that fun stuff down there. That's the My Accountability Partner class that I'm doing that is going to start January. And if you want to get started in there, go ahead and learn more all about it. So she said, put a call to action in there if you want to. Yep, you can call it what you want to. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna put a call to action. So yeah, so you can put your call to action in there. So you can say call, contact, call me, say, yell, follow, share, whatever you want to put in there, you could put it in there. And it scrolls around the bottom right there. And then these banners, which are really cool, you can put different things in your banners. You can have different people's name, or you can not have no banner right there. And there it is. So thank you guys. I'm going to get going because I need to get back in here with the kids. Thank you, Coach Dave. Hello, Elaine. How you doing? So yes, so put your ticker in there. That's what you can do, is put your ticker in, and you can be just like this. And you can get yours at the yard. So go ahead and join at bit.ly/join the yard. Get yourself a ticker too. Isn't that the coolest thing? You can just put something down there. So thank you, Coach Dave, for telling me about the ticker. Hey, Elaine, we see you over there. Elaine, what you doing? Writing another book? Elaine has a book out coming, you guys. It is really cool. I think I want to have one because I want some of that other information you got in there. So definitely connect with her. But again, I thank all of you guys for being here. I'm going to get going because I need to actually talk to Sume. Bye, you guys. I'll see you guys later. So I had to use Restream so I can get it all done at one time. So if you missed earlier than what we were talking about some serious lightweight stuff. But we were talking about, again, slavery. We were talking about a little bit of history dealing with the Emancipation Proclamation, just a little bit. But we also talking about the Revolutionary War a little bit, because that's what I'm doing. And we were talking about a little bit of science, talking about kinetic energy and potential energy and all of that. One of Newton's law of motion. So that's what I'm doing right now. And it's, it's cool because right now, when you go back and learn something that you learned years ago, and now that you learn it with a new perspective, with new eyes and a new understanding, it's just even more better. And you're easy to explain it and understand it. So the other day we were learning about the heart and about the, tricuspid valve and all of how blood flows and going from the veins throughout the arteries and blah, 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 blah. So that was good too. They really stepping up the game. Yes, I know they're stepping up, but the price. Uh, yes, go ahead and go check that out. When you use this link, I believe you still get a $10 credit. So I need to go and check into all of that. But the thing is that it's really cool to be a part of it. Yes, I am. And see, and it was not by facts, Jacqueline. It was just by circumstance because I have to. I have, and it's all about, I have to do it like now. He needs all of this now. So I have to like, oh, press him. I have to, basically get a lot of information in there because he's learning stuff, but then there's areas that he doesn't know. So then I have to kind of break it down so that now it becomes a part of him and that he can speak the language. So what I'm doing is that I'm telling and explaining it, but I'm having him speak the language because that is really what it's about. It's about also understanding. You can understand for understanding, but you need to understand for language. You have to mirror, you have to be able to take and translate the information that you did using the language skill so that now that those vocabulary and that understanding that language is a part of what it is that you're doing. So yes, so hypothetically we're doing homeschooling tutoring based on the information that he's learning where I have to reiterate it and retranslate it down so that he understands it, breaking it down in sections so that it becomes a story. And as much as y'all be talking about I be telling stories, I'm like, yes, I'm telling stories. I'm telling all kinds of good stories. And then I'm utilizing YouTube as the support. So yes, so that's what I got right there. So I appreciate all of you guys being here. Again, this is our Bright Idea Monday. So we're going to put our yellow back up because this is Bright Idea Monday. Thank you for coming. I am your Bright Idea lady, and that's what we're talking about tonight. Just bright ideas, having the ability to be able to learn and to be able to be taught and also to be, teachable. That's a great thing. So thank you guys. I will see you guys in the morning. Again, I'll be in training all week. So I got to get out early. Little bit got tutoring in the morning and we got to get out of here at 7:45 to be there for tutoring. So thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful evening and I will talk with you guys soon. Bye-bye, everybody.